Peace, peace, peace. This is your boy Juice Winner with another episode of Smoke and Jokes, where we discuss today's topics while indulging in the greatest of herbal essences. Today's show is brought to you by Sugar Cane. Man, come smoke upon me yard. You know what I'm saying? Um, Let me talk to y'all real quick because I was watching this Queen's Flip video, and he's arguing with a white blood, right? Which is confusing in itself. You know what I'm saying? How would you, in a organization that says it comes from the Panthers, that didn't allow white people in the Panthers? You understand what I'm saying? There was no white. They had their own shit. They had some. I think it was called White Panthers or some shit. But there was no white people in the Panthers, right? So why would they allow these people in an organization that's supposed to be prepared to fight against that? And not only do you allow them in, but you allow them to use the things that you would naturally be fighting against. That's the confusion. So I mean, growing up, and I'm not saying this is new because I've seen it. I've been in Atlanta. I had to check people. I used to live in Connecticut. I used to check people. I never anywhere outside of there. And I had, you know what? And I know two people as of recently who used the word because of one person that I knew, and only because I knew them did I approached it in a calmer fashion that I would normally handle. You understand what I'm saying? I knew the people, and I knew that they was using it based on the person that they was around, and they was testing their waters. Because let me tell you something, a person can tell who to play with. You understand what I'm saying? So let me bring up this video real quick. And in this video, you see, this young lady right here. She's actually addressing Queen's Flip because he was giving this white boy the platform to even say the word continuously, saying I'm not gonna stop or whatever the case may be, right? And so it was amazing inside of that. You understand what I'm saying? It was amazing to see this this logic while he's trying to explain how calling a Native American an Indian is disrespectful while using the word nigga. While using the word. And then he's saying, yo, he could come to the Bronx and, Soundview and all of this. If one thing I can say, now I'm going to say this about the Bronx, right? Because the Bronx is so diverse, and majority of it is because of the Latin culture. You know what I'm saying? I'm partially Latin. My family is Cuban and Jamaican. So I'm going to say this in all honesty, right? After a certain pigmentation, how would you know if they're a white boy or a Spanish dude just using the phrase? The white dude was shuffled and this, that, and the third, and he's hanging around black dudes. Out here, I can see him getting away with it only because no one would probably know. I doubt very much he could do that no openly around black people outside of that little sucker circle that he might be in. You know what I'm saying? Where that could be accepted. I just don't see it. I'm from New York. When these white boys, Albanians or whatever, from Columbus High School had painted some black kids' faces with shoe polish, we went over there and caught wreck. The news will only tell you partial part of that, but we went over there and caught wreck. Let me tell you something. I almost caught a homicide case that day. I'm not playing with you dudes. You better know who the fuck you playing with. Everybody out here ain't playing with you. You understand all of that? Yo, you been in Supermaxes. I've been in Supermaxes too. You know, look up Northern Correctional Facility in Connecticut. The only Supermax in the state. SRG threat member. So all of that fly shit you saying, I hear that. I can't tell you where you at. People don't allow that. And I'm not saying that you can't come here and people wouldn't allow it. This is how it happens. You know, some people might be under the impression that he's around these dudes. There's a lot of Latin people out here, you know, from Puerto Rico and whatnot who, you know, be honest with you, be white too. Just because they speak Spanish, you take it as they are this. That's on you. You understand what I'm saying? But I can see him sliding through on that. I can't see him going out in Brooklyn and getting away with that. I can't see it. That's probably the only borough, right? Because Queens, you know, he can be around a group of people. He wouldn't go into Jamaica, Queens rocking that stupid shit. He wouldn't go out and holler, you know, doing no stupid shit like that. You understand what I'm saying? I can see him going and like flushing and, you know, shit where it's just like that. I can see him going in Staten Island, but not on the line. You know what I'm saying? Not on the train line. All of that shit all the way over there. Yeah, I could see him getting away with that. You know what I'm saying? Because when we see New York, we think of it as, you know, our environments. But when you look at our environments, they getting eaten up. So yeah, I can see it, but it wouldn't be under the same pretenses. The dudes who are hungry will either get him or allow him because they think that they can get a profit. Oh, word, he's from such and such. Maybe I can get up there, rock those people. You see what I'm saying? So then they lose their honor for $1 because they think it's a come up. He's a come up. You understand what I'm saying? So instead of you being G and being like, yo, listen, I don't give a fuck. At no point in time, for no fucking reason, should that ever come out your mouth. Around me or not around me. Because either way, you don't respect me. If you saying you only do it when I'm not around, that's not respecting me or concern for me deep inside me, because the core of me would be every person that you around. So when every person that you see, you supposed to see me with that same respect. He's saying he blood. So it's like being inside a gang. Everybody is supposed to see you as family. That's why as black members, they're allowing you in. They seeing you so much as family that they're foolishly allowing you to disrespect them closely. And don't tell me about our therapy. All right? Don't tell me about how we use the word. Oh, because we use the word. That ain't got nothing to do with you. How we take a negative and install something inside of us has nothing to do with you. Outside of the fact that nigga derives from negro, which was, you know, the Latins and the Portuguese, who were one of the two of the three largest expediters of slaves. So the word came from an ignorant person not speaking the language. That's why they switched it over to Negro, because it was all associated. So we're mad that you would take something and dirty it even more, like saying black is just in itself, that we think white and use it interchangeable, right? Whenever we think about engaging in white America, we use nigger as a derogatory within our circle. oh yeah, yeah, why she always wanna fuck with the niggas and not the working men? You understand what I'm saying? Like it's interchangeable to whenever it's fitted. So you watch who's using it and how they use it within the community, and you could tell whether it's out of love or hate. There's no way for me to see a white person use the word nigga in a loving way. How? Yo, my nigga. He's saying he owns you. He said, my nigga. He owns you. He owns you so much that you will go and fight for him. That's your master. That's your master. He will go and say nigga, right? And he's so confident that he could use the word in any hood where black people is at because he's the great messiah. He's protected. What did he do for any nation? I don't care if it's East Coast or West Coast. If he's blood, the only place I can see him saying that, where that holds weight, would be like Little Rock. You understand what I'm saying? Remember when the Little Rock Bloods and Crips was putting it in all of them white boys? Yeah, I could, okay, he's from Little Rock. He's connected with them Little Rock dudes. No problem. If you from any East Coast thing, how? If it was started to even fight the Latins, how the fuck did it turn out that, okay, we gonna go from one oppressor to the ultimate, well, one of the ultimate, because white people ain't the only ultimate oppressors. You understand what I'm saying? You got the, I ain't gonna get into this right now, but you take an oppressor, right? And we gonna embrace him so much that now he's inside us. Next thing you know, he calling shots. He calling shots so much that he's saying he can go into other neighborhoods. You better fucking think. The letting your enemy and suckle on your mama's breast and raise this fucking, it's like, what's that animal? It's like a I think it's like where they set it's like flies, right? Don't they can plant it inside of something and let it raise its offspring, but then after that the offspring comes out and eat everything around it. Y'all gotta pay attention. You understand what I'm saying? Stop allowing these infiltrators, and I mean, watch the gates from the people on the gate, your own people. Some people you can tell that they will sacrifice the integrity of the people. And sure, you could say, yeah, but what, dudes rob and they steal. Listen, that's internal problem that needs to be fixed. But there is an outward inside of the conflict. See, because inside of our communities there's two conflicts. Well, three. Those who are just trying to be black. I mean, just trying to be black, right? But and that's like the bottom, because now inside of his community, he's labeled pussy, a coward, because he don't want conflict with his people. So either you label this pussy, right? Or you fight back, and then you kind of be indoctrinated into something that you really wasn't into. Who's to say that becoming into the streets has to be about harming each other? Where is it written that that's what street life is? Because there's white people on the streets too. There's Latins and Indians and Chinese, all of these people on the streets. What made it that so it's crime and a come up is associated with awful blacks? So now we gotta fight each other and this, that, and the third. And I'm saying that because in truth, I went to the streets because I was forced into keep fighting it. Every turn, I'm constantly fighting off that self-hate within the community. So then after a while, it looks like you hate the people, when in truth, no, you just hate that about the people. You see, so you get swallowed up in two opinions. Like I said, there's three. There's the self-haters, and then there's the white idolizers. They hate that black thing inside of us so much that they only see the white hero. You see, I'm mad at black people for having to put so much of that nonsense in that I kept trying to avoid. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm mad at that. But I'm not mad at black people. I love black people. You understand what I'm saying? To the point that when I see why black people are after each other, I say, oh, that's white thinking. And so those are the type of people who would let these type of people in. Yeah, they would let them in. You understand what I'm saying? They would let him in. How do you know? Because you see it. You see it. You witnessing him, and then you got people calling up and basically saying, yeah, you cool with us. What? What? Fuck checking him. They need to check his homeboys. I don't care if you in Boston, LA, New York, wherever the fuck people like him is allowed to be, you understand where the self-hate is located. Because you're idolizing him. And then you come out here and say, oh, the OGs ain't telling us nothing. What do you mean? I didn't need nobody to tell me to love being black. I had to look at myself and go, shit, I can't be nothing else. I can't be nothing else. There's no surgery for this. I'm not putting on, what's your name, the bleach. For what? Then I look crazy. I don't look white. You got all these little brown creases all inside you all over the place looking crazy as shit. So the first thing is, that's something you gotta work on for yourself. There shouldn't be no movement for that. Just loving yourself. Oh, because she said you black, or he said you fat, or what? Listen, that's just one person or a group of people. There's a whole fucking world out there. Don't fucking use that as no excuse about, oh, the old timers didn't tell me. The old timers wasn't telling me either. They wasn't telling me. I had to keep going inside the fire and keep trying to bring the message. They didn't want it. And so I'm heated because, like I said, being in Connecticut, I never once been in jail, and I'm in Connecticut, white state. And I've never heard a white dude boldly say nigga to anybody. Anybody. That's just not it. And you know, Connecticut, you could say, is integrated. It's not the KKK and neo-Nazis. If there is, I didn't see them. You understand what I'm saying? If they in there, they low numbers. They not running around holding blocks down and terrorizing people. That's what I'm telling you. You understand what I'm saying? So, I'm going to just end it like this. As a black person, if you, in any way, shape or form, can allow a white person to say nigga in any way, nice or friendly, around you, without any aggression. And I'm saying that it always has to end with the pound out, but it should be aggression with approaching that word. I don't care. I'm not telling my son, my daughter, Lou, 3, don't let that, no. Punch that kid in the mouth. Fuck that. We've been telling us to beat each other up, pick up sticks and bats, and you don't come in here without getting what, you know what I mean? We promoted that to our community. We said, listen, ain't no fair ones. So how is this logical? We done killed each other for no fair ones forever. I done had to bust my hammer because niggas wouldn't give me a fair one. I fight. I'm a fighter. By nature, I bang the fuck out. That's why in jail I'm always running up on police, because that's what I do. You understand what I'm saying? If I had to go up against a black, trust me, fighting them would have been a pleasure. But black people say we don't get fair ones. Hey, getting jumped is like a bullet. The right fucking hit and you dead. That's why niggas come back and do shit. There was 8 niggas who jumped it. You almost killed them, whether you believe it or not. Whether you would accept that or not. That's why he came back and let the hammer off. Because you was fucking cowards. And you called him pussy when you walked away and laughed. See, I been jumped. You know what I'm saying? I came back and put that pain on it, because I'm not having that. I'm not having no fucking body take my life and put that shit in any fucking way where it can end without it natural causes. I'ma react. So you get it becomes cloudy because it looks like you in it now. It looks like you a part of that lifestyle. And the whole time you like, nah, nigga, I'm just not sweet. I'm a funny fucking dude. I just have alpha male humor. So a lot of you sensitive motherfuckers don't get me because you're not alpha males. Sure, you could look kind of tough, but you're not alpha, because if what I say offends you, I don't see how. Because I've been around real niggas, quote unquote, and I've been around fake niggas, quote unquote, soft pussy niggas, quote unquote, but they still got it. Even though they might have not been the toughest, I can guarantee you they were alpha. Wherever they was at, they get it. They get that this is just humor. The sensitive internet, yo, don't say nothing to me. I'ma come get you. I'll send niggas to check you and stop. That's not real. That's not real. That's some sucker shit. Because all you doing is escalating a problem someplace where you are not. That's the truth. That's why, I always loved West Coast when it came to that drama. I'm not gonna lie. On the fact that at least you knew where the person was from. If you got a problem, you ain't gotta run all around the town and look for a nigga. I told you where I'm at. You see the set, you see it. You know. You see the hat, the sign, or whatever they wearing. You know. So you could come look. You know what name I got. You know, it's unfortunate that, yeah, other people get caught up in that. But at least it's narrowed down. Not niggas just running around everywhere saying, oh, I got people here and I'm down with this. Nigga, that shit ain't connected to nothing. That's just a bunch of niggas who can run around and just do whatever and leave everybody else behind to have to deal with that. The blocks where you causing the problems, you can go away. I go hang in Queens and go start a problem. I can go back to wherever the fuck I'm at. And that problem remains there. So go ahead and let that white boy into your neighborhood and saying nigga, and then it causes a conflict. And he goes back to his white environment. Like he said, he's not even there. I'm somewhere else. I don't even be there like that. Let that fucking sink into your head. Think about that shit. Peace. This is your boy Juice Warner with another episode of Smoke and Jokes, where we discuss today's topics while indulging in the greatest of herbal essences. And today's show was brought to you by Sugar Cane. Come upon me, yard. I love this stuff, man. I love this stuff. Peace.